The call came at 3:17 p.m., just minutes after my son's school bus should have dropped him home. A man's voice, rough, confident. "Your boy's with us. 10 million or he disappears." I didn't panic. Panic is for men who still believe in mercy. I just looked at the wall clock and said, "You have 90 minutes." He laughed, deep, mocking. "Or what?" "For 15 years, I told him, the CIA called me the Reaper. Ask around." The line went dead. Silence filled the house, the kind that hums beneath your skin. Outside, the sun was too bright for what I was feeling. I stared at my son's half-eaten cereal bowl, still on the table. His favorite spoon, bent slightly at the handle from years of use. I imagined his small hand gripping it this morning, unaware of the storm waiting for him. Then I reached under the kitchen counter and opened a drawer I hadn't touched in years. Inside, beneath false paperwork and a broken wristwatch, lay a black phone, untraceable. My old world condensed into a single signal. I dialed one number, no words spoken, just a tone sent through encrypted silence. The Reaper had returned. A decade ago. Promised my wife I'd bury it for good. She wanted peace, a clean name, a father, not a weapon. But peace never fit me right. It hung loose around the edges, like a suit borrowed from a better man. For years I played the role, husband, father, neighbor who trimmed the hedges on Sundays. And I almost believed it was real. Until today. The cartel's voice replayed in my head, taunting. "Your boy's with us." But there was something off. They knew too much. His school route, my private number, even my son's nickname, Eli. Only one person could have known all that. My wife. The thought came like a fracture, sudden and silent. I remembered her late-night calls, her nervous glances when I asked simple questions, the trip to visit her sister that never made sense, the subtle changes in her perfume, familiar but not mine. I wanted to believe it was coincidence, but coincidence dies fast when you've seen what I've seen. So I played along, calm, let her think I was unraveling. Inside, I was mapping her lies. At 3:29, I traced the cartel's signal through layers of digital camouflage. Their location flickered, then locked. An abandoned factory 20 miles north. But the file metadata revealed something else. Coordinates logged 2 days before the abduction. Planned, precise. Someone had sent them my son's schedule. Someone inside my house. When I checked my wife's phone backup, the truth began to whisper. Encrypted messages, deleted photos. The same man she swore she never saw again. Rico Alvarez, former cartel logistics chief. The man I spared once. I felt the air thicken. Not rage, clarity. The kind that comes before you pull a trigger or let go forever. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I texted her, "Where are you?" She replied, "At the grocery store." A lie. The factory's camera feed said otherwise. When the police raided the compound, I was already watching from the ridge. They found my son in a locked office, unharmed, crying, clutching a photo of his mother. Her face, beside the cartel boss, smiling. She wasn't kidnapped. She was there. When they dragged her out, she didn't look afraid. She looked caught, like the performance had ended and she'd forgotten her lines. Later, when I entered the holding room, she whispered, "I did it for us, for money, for a future." I said nothing, just placed a small recorder on the table. Our entire conversation from 3 nights ago. Her confession, neatly archived. Her eyes widened. I watched her realize I'd known all along. At home, Eli was asleep. His small breaths the only proof the world hadn't completely collapsed. She called from custody that night, voice shaking. "Please, tell them I was forced. You can fix this, can't you?" I could. Easily. One call, one favor from the ghosts who still owed me. But I didn't. Instead, I said, "You always wanted a clean life. Now you'll have one." alone. Silence. Then a faint sob, the kind that used to break me. Now it meant nothing. The next morning, I watched the sunrise from Eli's window. He stirred, half awake. "Where's Mom?" I told him the truth, simple, stripped of drama. She made a bad choice. We'll be okay. He nodded, trusting me completely. The weight of that trust was heavier than any rifle I'd ever held. I looked out across the horizon, the quiet suburbs, the gentle wind, the world pretending to be peaceful. For the first time in years, I felt like myself again. Not a husband, not a father, just what the world had made me, the Reaper. And somewhere, deep inside, I realized the cruelest truth of all. I hadn't lost my family today. I'd simply remembered who I really was. Peace was the lie. I was always the ending.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.